Hello once again, dear students. This time around, we are going to talk about Unit 8, Grammar B, Adverbial Clauses of Time. The first big question we need to ask is, what is an adverbial clause? But before we give you the definition of an adverbial clause, we need to define an adverb and a clause. An adverb is a part of speech that describes an adjective, another adverb, or a verb. It can be a single word or a group of them. For example, the word slowly or in a slow fashion. Now, going back to the definition of clause, it refers to a group of words that contain a subject and a verb. We can have independent clauses and dependent clauses, where the independent clauses have a clear meaning as sentences, but that is not the case for dependent clauses. Finally, for the definition of adverb clause, they are independent clauses that work as adverbs and must have a subordinating conjunction. For this specific case, the conjunctions we are going to be using are when, before, and after. Our next question is, what can we use adverbial clauses of time for? We can use them to answer the question when, as we present additional information, and to explain why or how things happen. It's time for some examples. First one is, teenagers are usually told to return home before it gets too late. Notice as we highlight the subordinative conjunctions, in this case before. Next example using when. When Dominican families have dinner on Christmas Eve, they usually pray to thank for the food. After midnight on New Year's Eve, we used to wish a happy new year to our friends and loved ones. Now let's go back and take a look at the examples. We are using conjunctions before, when, and after. Notice how before is almost at the end of the sentence, and we are using when and after at the beginning of the sentence. Another important difference when it comes to the position is that in the case of before, there are no commas in the sentence, but if we use the conjunction at the beginning of the sentence, we need to separate with a comma. When Dominican families have dinner on Christmas Eve, comma, and also after midnight on New Year's Eve, comma, and then we continue with the sentences. Now it's time for some practice. Think about the things people in the Dominican Republic traditionally do before, during, and after certain celebrations, such as Easter, Christmas, and New Year's Eve, and any others you may want to talk about. And please try and be specific about how those celebrations go in your hometown. Thanks a lot for your attention. See you guys next time.